Salut à tous et à tous, ici c'est Nax41. On se retrouve sur NBA 2K14. Donc j'espère que vous m'entendez là. Donc on va jouer. Donc je suis pas super fort, hein, je suis plus sur jeu de foot. Donc et ça va se remplacer. C'est ça que je veux dire.
We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to
On va
center.
simuler jusqu'à
Should be a good one.
après.
And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Stephen Curry in this one?
On va prendre Kenny, allez c'est parti. Je joue en meneur de jeu. C'est moi le gars là.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Mark Jackson gave me a
rapide.
couple of moments. One thing he knows is key for them is making sure they play within themselves on the offensive end. He felt that was a deciding factor in both meetings and wanted his team to be functioning like a well-oiled machine in their half-court sets. We'll see soon enough if that was the difference maker.
Well said, Doris. Thanks. And important in every game, but early on here, guys, we'll be looking out for how they manufacture opportunities.
Well, I know coach is worried about their shot selection at times, so I'm not surprised at what he had to say.
Steve, I don't know a coach who doesn't worry about shot selection. You talk about something that
Oh, perte de
riles
balle,
up
mais non,
most
je
coaches.
pourris.
It's seeing their guys taking bad
Ah,
shots.
c'est pas bon ça.
Here's Beverly.
Voilà.
Barnes
Je
grabs
demandais
the
la balle tout de
miss.
suite.
Tell you
La
what,
balle,
they
voilà,
haven't
sorti.
wasted any
Les
time
contre.
getting into the
Peut-être.
swing of things on
Part
the
sur côté.
board.
Yeah,
Attention.
and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
And
Et
he
puis
down the play. A
voilà, le
possibility
contre,
to
bien joué de
convert
ma
the free
part.
throw.
Et maintenant on va
There's
faire les...
something for the top 10 highlight
Prospect
reel
plus
right
moi.
there.
C'est
Layup
moi.
can be
Pas bon.
just as
Ah non, c'est pas
sweet
bon.
and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Houston making a switch here. Hansbrough's checked in.
Well, this
Il m'a mis dans le vent, il m'a mis dans le
ownership
vent.
group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive.
J'essaie
They
d'avoir
purchased
Bémont les gens.
the D-League team from
En haut,
Dakota.
en haut à droite là.
It plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south
Ah,
of Oakland.
pied, mais non, mais
In order
non.
to accommodate the team's
Y'a
home
pas
games,
pied,
they built a
c'est
new
lui qui est
3,000 seat
remplaçant.
arena in a matter of
Youpi.
months.
And the
Oh, c'est mieux. C'est parti.
The Beast, he's in at point guard. Maurice Spates out there with Harrison Barnes. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' five. Thompson for the triple.
Oh, magnifique.
The shot squad Brown making the play.
Du genre que je connais pas.
Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the
C'est un genre
game.
de foot, donc je suis
And the
aucun
Santa
jeu.
Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the
Oh,
D-League
récupération
in
de balle.
revenue,
Récupération de balle,
beating
magnifique.
the D-League
La passe.
finals last
Et là.
season.
And you know, all the D-League games now
Pas
broadcast
décidé.
on YouTube. The
Attention.
exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever, and for the Warriors to have their
Oh là, il
D-League
va passer,
so
attends.
close by
Il m'attend, il
gives
m'attend, il
them a
m'attend.
much better
Non.
opportunity to develop their young
Ah, 3
talent.
points là.
Garcia,
Ah, il loupé.
no good, unable
manque de
to end
balle.
this run. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They can be proud of the way they battled. At
Magnifique
least.
passe.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really
Mais ça
heartbreaking
joue.
loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime, no matter how hard you
Faut
play.
de temps
It
interception,
still
mais bien
leaves
sûr,
you
on
very
fout, ouais.
empty and disappointed when you come up short.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And David Lee is subbed in for Harrison Barnes. And that
Ah,
one's
laissez
good.
l'adversaire marquer,
Beverly.
mais oui.
And
J'ai
the
vu ça en fait,
Rockets
je vais
lead
laisser
by
marquer l'adversaire
13.
maintenant.
Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
Bonne passe.
Brown kicks to Bogut. Back to Brown. Picked
Ah oui.
away.
Oh le truc que je viens de faire, je suis vraiment connard.
And now in transition is
Oh là
Garcia.
là.
Here we go. And that one's good.
Oh là là,
Daniels.
je fais de la merde là.
Let's look at the energy stats,
ramenez
how
votre
the
petit
hustle
point.
game
Vas-y, on va le
has
faire.
been going for the
Ouais.
Rockets.
Appelle trop
Well,
la
they've
balle,
really
mais vas-y,
amped
attends,
up the
plus
pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have
Ça
piled
va
up
le coup
the
d'appeler
steals in the
Robert.
early going.
Hop.
And we're also seeing a
Ça
lot of
marche,
fast
il a-
break hoops, so this team's doing a nice job getting easy points.
Il est pas chaud mon
And
gars,
that'll
il est pas
increase
chaud.
their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
3 points.
Well, the main thing is
Ça
they
le fait.
haven't allowed many
Demande de
second
balle.
chance opportunities.
Demande de balle,
That is
favorable.
always going to
Crochet.
allow you to maintain your lead.
Oh, je l'ai mis dans le vent.
Here's the
Il est dans le
beast.
rouge.
There's the block.
Tiré contré. Il a mis dans le vent, il a mis dans le vent, il a mis dans le vent. Magnifique réparation.
Stolen. The feed now to Lee.
Magnifique. Oh
Picked
non, mais
his
non, tu fais
pocket.
de la merde là-bas.
Down low, here's Beverly, and Thompson sends it back. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Kings.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win. Tell you what, you got to give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit, guys. After losing their franchise players to injury and age back in 09, they've managed to rebuild this team without tanking for lottery picks or going all the way to the bottom of the heap. Very impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Hansbrough comes in for Josh Powell. And it's Caspian for Francisco Garcia. Here's Harden. Off the left rim and out. Warriors trail by 15. And for the Rockets, they've been very shrewd to acquiring undervalued players, trading for draft picks. Steve all in the hopes of swinging big trades for superstars.
Well, when they acquired James Harden, they finally got a cornerstone player. Now all of a sudden you throw in Dwight Howard, you've got another foundational player. So all these years of tinkering and trading and moving picks and moving players, it's finally paid off, and now he's got the team he was hoping to put together.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris, what do you have?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in their last matchup against the Kings made some nice plays. He had 6 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
All right, Doris, well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
Well, that never seems to be a problem for him, but you're right, Kevin. He has to be feeling at the top of his game right now.
Well, when you play well, it feeds confidence, and when you prepare to play well and it works out that way, it does add another level of confidence to your next game. Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
Yeah, if they want to avoid going into the half with this deficit, they need to stop settling for these long jump shots and attack the rim.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, it's funny, you look at the Golden State Warriors, they've had the third best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, were better. At Oracle, it's not the altitude, it's the crowd. One of the best in all of the NBA.
Ione passes to the Beast. He kicks it to Lee. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The Beast and the rejection by Harden. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
On va essayer de demander la balle dans l'axe, attention, regardez. Parti.
Bogut gets the screen from Iguodala.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a fait?
Could not get off the
Mais non,
shot
mais putain, mais
before
toi,
second violation.
voilà la passe quoi. Oh non. Bah ouais, mais non, c'est pas bon ça. Il reste 6 secondes. Ils vont essayer de tirer, il va tirer.
Outside,
Il
Lynn.
va la mettre. Non, il a pas le.
But they recover it. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, folks.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. It's been one outstanding game from Lynn.
Clay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. And in the backcourt, Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Omer Ashik. Rockets leading by 13. Harden kicks to Ashik. Back to Harden. Shoots the 3. Lee gets the rebound. Lee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The knock on David Lee for a long time was that he didn't impact his team defensively. I mean, last year, you could see that it was something he was focusing on more and more. And really was a factor with his help defense and rotation. Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in assists, second in steals, and they also show up as a top 5 3-point shooting team. I mean, that's tall cotton there. Elite level marksmanship from behind the arc.
Yeah, the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. And this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
And Clark, when you talk about David Lee defense, second half here, we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jones dishes to Beverly. The finger roll finish at the
j'ai pas laissé marquer, c'est mes équipiers qui ont pas géré.
5-point Rocket lead.
Oh man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
C'est l'arbitre là.
Houston
Mais
takes
non,
possession.
l'arbitre il gêne le joueur.
Here now is the 2K leaderboard over the past month. These teams have tortured opponents defensively. Second, the Warriors.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And he sinks the second.
Well, what you love about David Lee is he's a guy with a great combination of skill and effort. Double-double guy almost every night out. Can give you 3 or 4 assists a game. Can hit the mid-range jumper. You can run your offense through him on the elbow. Really, really good player.
Harden kicks to Lynn. Rocket 6. Lets it go from 11. And
mais j'ai pas laissé
again with the
l'adversaire marquer. Mais non, mais pourquoi je laisserais marquer, putain de bordel de merde.
Warriors trail by 9. And Steve, I give David Lee a lot of credit for stopping it out of the center position, both in New York and then Golden State. You know, Clark, I never once heard him complain.
No, he's always a team-first guy and goes out there and does what he can to help his team. But you know, he's got to be thrilled to be playing next to a legitimate center in Andrew Bogut.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
We've seen them make.
C'est le 4e carton. J'ai pas vu Steve écrit, c'est pas grave. Parti. On s'en fout. Ouais, c'est pas grave,
Here's the Beast, defended by Lynn. Crawford passes to the Beast.
Essayer de le mettre dans le vent. Hop. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh là. Oh là 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 là.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Lee at the forwards. Jordan Crawford out there with the Beast, and it's Bogut and at the pivot, manning the middle.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
And the whistle blows in the backcourt violation.
Mais non, mais je peux remettre la souris,
and this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Next up for them is going to be the Suns. That'll be at the U.S. Airways Center. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
Yeah, some good matchups all over the league today, but the one I have my eye on is that LA Clippers game.
Lynn kicks to Hansbrough. Hansbrough is screen on Iguodala. Hansbrough inside. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
A shot's good from the Beast.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
To the inside. Covington, he's covered by Iguodala. Gets it to go. 19 points in the game.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lynn's running. Good. And that's 18 points for James Harden.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Lee dishes to Bogut. It's rebounded by Houston. Ashik's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in Oakland.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will, not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game. No matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Houston making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Feeds to Ashik.
Il va tirer.
5 to shoot, and that's a foul.
C'est encore ma faute. Ah, il peut mettre un pression là, c'est sûr. C'est de la merde. 19 secondes. Il va essayer de mettre un panier. Attends. J'ai récupéré, vas-y, joue là. Il va la bête. Il va mettre un mais... Attention.
Hansbrough with the ball. Tipped away and stolen by Barnes. Up top, Brown, defended by Lynn. There's a whistle. It goes on Tyler Hansbrough. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Houston making a switch here. And Brown drops them both.
Oh, les points qui remontent un peu le score, mais qui ne servira à rien sur le but final.
6 seconds left in the fourth.
Il va tirer, non, il va pas tirer.
So I see the Rockets taking the win here. You know...
Donc bah on a perdu, hein. Tout le monde va voir qu'il va falloir qu'on le paye. Donc bah merci d'avoir regardé la vidéo, j'espère que ça vous a plu. J'essaierai de faire un meilleur score la prochaine fois. Donc bah à la prochaine les gens.